The angel's message to you says, let no one prevent you from shining. My beloved, within you shines a unique light, a special light. But that light sometimes shines too bright for dark souls, for those who are not connected to their being. For this reason, there are those who will try to prevent you from shining at all costs. Because somehow, your light bothers them, it reminds them of how disconnected they are from their own light. It is as if your brightness is a threat to them. But you must not let this happen. Today, I want to bring you an important message for your soul. I want you to be very clear that nothing and no one should stop you from shining. Because in reality, all living creatures in the universe enjoy their own light, even if not all of them connect with it. Every individual, from the tiniest creature to the vastest of stars, emanates its own light. This light is unique and indispensable to the cosmic balance. Your brilliance is unique and irreplaceable, for the entire universe depends on your light being as it is. As you advance on your spiritual path and in your awakening of consciousness, you activate more and more of your radiance, revealing your true self. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why, staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. However, you will come across people who are uncomfortable with your light. It's not necessarily that they have bad intentions, but they have chosen not to connect with their own light, preferring to remain in the shadows. For them, your radiance can be overwhelming, like an intense flash in the dark that dazzles and makes them uncomfortable. Therefore, they feel the need to protect themselves from that brightness. That's why they engage in behaviors that cause your light to diminish. Even if they do it without realizing it, there is something in them that leads them to try to turn off your light. However, you must understand with absolute certainty from this moment on that nothing and no one has the power to extinguish your light. For your radiance is fed directly from the eternal flame of the Divine Presence. Today, through this spiritual teaching, I illuminate your consciousness to help you identify certain behaviors of other people or society as a whole that may be attempting to eclipse your radiance. These behaviors may seem completely accepted by society and, on the surface, should not affect you. It is an extremely subtle expression of darkness, which is disguised in people's actions and which you could easily overlook as not relevant. You know well, however, that when you reach a certain level of consciousness, there are aspects that you can no longer ignore, for you now possess a deeper perception of reality. Therefore, you must not overlook these signs that indicate that some form of darkness is trying to extinguish your light, for it is your duty to protect your radiance. Your luminosity is a sacred gift and a grace, therefore, you must cherish and protect it. In fact, these behaviors that you must stop and limit refer to situations in which others deny your worth, disrespect you, or try to exert control over you. Although they can be very subtle, you will be able to perceive them easily if you trust your intuition. You have probably encountered many people who make you feel guilty when you achieve something, excel, or accomplish something that fills you with happiness. Even if they say they are happy for you, often a simple comment or a somber look reveals their true feelings. They don't like your brilliance or your success. It can be painful to confront these behaviors, especially when they come from people you love or value deeply. Because there are people who believe that in order to shine, they need to turn off the light of others. And they need to be the center of all the attention. They can't stand for you or anyone else to shine. When they perceive that someone else is succeeding and shining, they feel as if it is a personal attack, as if your light is causing them discomfort in their own wounds. You have to understand that this happens to them because they are not truly connected to their own light. Because if they were, they would not be bothered by the light of others. When someone is really disconnected from their light, they feel as if the brightness of others is an attack against them, a direct and personal attack. But that, my beloved, is their responsibility. Your responsibility is your light, is to take care of it and keep it on. You are not to blame that certain people do not love each other enough. You do not have to stop shining so that others feel good. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty about your achievements. If you excel in something, feel happy, don't hide, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You are not obligated to explain yourself to anyone or take credit for your successes. You have achieved good things because you have worked hard. And thanks to your effort, the universe has responded to you. The universe has also worked in your favor. With your goodwill you have shined and will continue to shine even brighter. Remember these words, because there will be times when others cannot bear to see you shine. No one deserves to hide your brilliance or to extinguish your light. You deserve happiness and you deserve to shine. There are also people who will try to stop you from shining by pointing out your mistakes. As if none of your successes count, and they only notice the mistakes. It seems that somehow they are patiently waiting for you to make a small mistake to reproach you for it, to point it out and tell everyone about that mistake you have made. These types of people never allow you to make a small mistake. They don't allow you to make a mistake or fail. When you do, they forget all the good things you have done. They forget your successes and your virtues and only see you for your mistakes. This is a sign that this person does not want to see you shine. But you have to realize that you are human and, no matter how hard you try to always do the right thing, it is completely normal to make mistakes sometimes. In fact, mistakes are a natural and inevitable part of the path to growth and are a valuable source of learning. It is likely that if you had not made mistakes in your life, you would not be as wise as you are right now. However, there are people who seem to be anxiously waiting for you to make a mistake to reproach you for it. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel, Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. They judge and criticize you for your mistakes. They may repeatedly talk about the same issue and never let it go. Deep down, there is a dark part of them that rejoices in your failures. When they point out your mistakes, they feel as if they are obscuring your light with a veil of shadows. And to them, it no longer matters all the good things you've done, only your mistake counts. They make you feel as if you have no right to make mistakes. They make you feel guilty and miserable for your failures. This is something you must not allow under any circumstances. On your path of awakening consciousness, you have learned that when you make a mistake, what you should do is just the opposite. You must learn from it, accept the lesson it teaches you, and show compassion for yourself. Try to correct the mistake as much as possible, but above all, reconnect with love for yourself. Do not believe what dark souls try to tell you when you make a mistake, and always remember that there is no mistake in this world big or bad enough to put out your light. It will be up to you whether that light continues to shine or not. Also, you must be careful, as low-level or completely dormant consciousnesses often do not accept opinions different from their own. Keep in mind that all souls are constantly evolving. Even those people who have reached a high level of spiritual development are still unlocking information and learning every day. Therefore, no one should impose his or her opinion on you as if it were the only valid and true one. You have your own qualities and your own intelligence, and you have the divine right to have your own opinions on all matters. Sometimes, it is better to remain silent to avoid disputes, but if the situation calls for it, you should not feel ashamed for having a different opinion than others. In fact, human beings often grow and learn more when they interact with people who have different opinions. Souls who are not connected to their own light try to convince themselves that they are right and that they alone are right. There are people who will try to stop you from shining by telling you that you have changed, that you are different. They pretend that you are always the same, that you are the same person you were 10 years ago. But that is impossible. All people, all souls change and evolve over time. Therefore, it is normal to change. But not everyone is willing to accept those changes. There are those who will feel threatened by those changes, and then they will tell you that you have changed, as if that is something bad or negative. But you are growing, you are evolving, and therefore it is normal for you to change as time goes by. In fact, teachings often have the purpose of revealing the truth before your eyes, and when you recognize it, everything inside you changes. You should not let anyone or anything stop you from expressing your opinion or complaining about injustice, whether it affects you or someone else. The power of divine justice is activated more strongly within you as your consciousness awakens. Therefore, let your light guide you and demand respect when necessary. Stay away from violence and hostility, for you deserve none of it. You deserve light because you yourself are light. There will be people who will try to extinguish your light by impeding your change, development, and evolution. When someone is distant from their own light, they may even feel envious of those who shine. They may see you shine and feel threatened or attacked. Because your brightness reminds them that, deep down, they are not shining as they should. Therefore, they will not hesitate to try to drag you into their darkness, regardless of the consequences for you. You have probably experienced times when you have felt the need for a change, wishing to undertake new projects or adopt a different lifestyle. However, people who seem to love you suddenly feel intimidated by that change and try to manipulate you not to change, preferring you to stay as you were, even if that would not make you happy. No darkness can hide from the light, and eventually the truth will come out because truth is light. If you want to change something in your life or something in yourself, and you have thought about it and know that it is best for you, protect yourself from those who would make you doubt, fill you with fear, or push you to stay as you are. In reality, they do not want you to change, but to remain stagnant. It is important to emphasize that this often happens unconsciously on the part of people. If they act this way, it does not necessarily mean that they are against you, but their lack of connection to the light leads them to behave this way. Let no one stop you from shining either when you show your emotions, your opinions, or thoughts. There are those who criticize you for your mood, for saying that you feel sad or that you feel happy. They make you feel guilty for what you think, what you feel, and what you say. But what these people are trying to do is to detract from you, to make you doubt yourself. And you don't have to doubt you so much. Everything you feel is valid. Sadness, joy, pain, happiness, everything is valid and everything happens for a reason. Don't let them dull your shine when you are trying to take care of you. When you are taking care of you, when you are taking care of your needs and pursuing your dreams. Some people don't know how to take care of themselves and will judge you when you do. Don't let their words get to you at those times. You have the right to take a break, take care of yourself, and look out for your well-being. This is not a selfish act, but quite the opposite. When you take care of yourself and your light, you recognize the immense value of the divine gift of life. You need not be ashamed of it, but rather feel completely happy. Let nothing and no one stop you from shining, because your light is very valuable and very beautiful. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Be proactive and open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. Do not underestimate the power of now. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description, and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.